What's good? It's your boy, Paul Sayers, aka Crazy Off. Hey, guess what? This your first time tuning in. Go ahead. Hit doggone subscribe button. Hit notification bell every time I post some new content. Listen, people. I swear that I swear this shit gets worse and worse. Um, if you look at the title, right, and for the most part, if you want to say I'm speaking in code, then hey, by all means, right? But this whole Malcolm Jamal Warner shit is steady, keeps coming up. Now I know, like in a couple of shows back, right? I spoke on this, but I actually really didn't go into a lot of detail. Because everybody, all these celebrities from Cat Williams to motherfucking Regina King or whatever the fuck her name is, right? Everybody said, oh, he got set up, he was this, he got set up, he got murdered, this, that, and the third. But if you actually really go back and watch, not the one that I did yesterday, but the one previous to that, and I actually really said a little bit of piece on it, like damn near towards the end of it, right? But I actually really didn't go into detail. So today I'm actually really going to go into detail, right? Uh, just know some of the stuff I'm probably going to like rehash, just like I truly, honestly believe, right to this day, that Malcolm Jamal Warner was supposed to sacrifice his 8-year-old daughter. Now, if you know anything about numerology, or if you want to call it divine numerology, right? We all know what the number 8 means. It means a new beginning. But a new beginning for who? Right? So basically, see, this is what you got to understand here. See, and what's so bad about it, I think the comedian Avery Spears said it best. You got your A class, you got your B class, and you got your C class type of motherfuckers, celebrities, regardless of division, right? And everybody pretty much hang out in their own, everybody pretty much actually hang out in their own section. But then you have those select few that actually really sit off to themselves. And Avery Spears is one of those people. A lot more on that, a lot more on him later on. But to actually really go back, and I'm looking at all this stuff, what's going on. And I'm just like, okay, the shit steady changes, right? One minute his daughter's out there in the water with him. Then another minute they say, okay, his daughter wasn't out there. So somebody's lying somewhere, which makes me think that this motherfucker is not really dead. So he acted like really he probably went and told somebody, look, don't kill me off, but let's make it seem like, okay, that I actually really died out here. Right? But then you can look at it that way. Right? But then let's try this on for size. Right? What if I told y'all that Malcolm Jamal Warner died at the age of 14? Because for the most part, that was Theo Huxtable was his main role. And then what have all of the news people have always said? Malcolm Jamal Warner, better known as Theo. Guess what? Theo died when he first appeared on the Cosby Show. Because if you actually really stop and think about it for a minute, let's actually really look at the Huxtable household as let's just look at the Huxtable household, right? His mama was a lawyer. His daddy was a doctor, right? And then in that one series, I can't call the series off right now, right? But he played a damn doctor, right? Now I know he played other roles previous to that, but again, when you go on the wonderful world of YouTube, right? This is what the fuck you see on a daily basis. So all what the fuck I'm trying to tell y'all is this: Malcolm Jamal Warner died years ago. Whoever the fuck that was out there in Costa Rica was not Malcolm Jamal Warner. I'm so fucking sorry to tell y'all. And then what the fuck did Bill Cosby say? Right? And we already know everything about Bill Cosby. Put like this, at one point I truly honestly believe that this bastard he sacrificed his son and his daughter. I'm gonna say that again. He sacrificed his son and his daughter. And then what he said? Oh, he was like a son to me. Okay, all right. We got you, Bill. Right? So who's finna die next? Out of the cast, right? Is it finna be Sonya? Is it finna be Vanessa? Or is it finna be Rudy? Or is it finna be Claire Huxtable? Right? Now, just like I said, like this is the crazy uncle talking, right? But if you actually really stop and think about it for a minute, it's actually really something to think about, right? So, so again, when I told y'all, and then what's so bad about it, so he plays a doctor. He plays a doctor, right? So, but keep in mind, right? He talked about hip hop music and how it was anti-black. The same shit that Bill Cosby said about hip hop music and some comedians. Talking about you can't get on stage, you can't say what fifth floor and fifth, the shit. If you watch the concert Eddie Murphy Raw, right? Then you actually really know what the fuck I'm talking about. So Theo Huxtable, aka Malcolm Jamal Warner, right? That's what the fuck he did. But then, how the fuck you gonna say some shit like that? How you gonna holler that hip hop music is anti-black when you played a character that was anti-black? Or let's just say that the character that you played, most black folks can't afford to go to. And so I already know, and please don't bring up Obamacare, right? Don't do that. Because what the fuck you ain't gonna do nothing but piss me the fuck off. Right? So, but let's actually really stop and think about it for a minute. You holler anti-black, but you played a character that was anti-black. And then all of this shit, motherfucker talking about he was set up. No, the fuck he wasn't. His daughter was supposed to die, not him. So he could have that new beginning. Because I gives a damn what the motherfucker say. Right? Sometimes you want that big money when you're in the industry, right? Because again, all of this shit really don't make a whole lot of sense. Why the fuck would you go somewhere where you know that that the waters are as dangerous as fuck all year round? Why do that? And then you take your daughter out there. 1 minute they say the daughter was in the water with him, right? Now I just heard some other shit say, oh well, his daughter was on the beach still, right? So which one is it, people? Was she out there or was she on the beach? Was she on shore? And then they said some shit. Okay, wasn't no lifeguards around, right? You know, but it was like other folk out there, and I'm just like, so whatever happened to the motherfucking concentration of what the fuck that you try to do that you don't get caught up, right? I mean, this whole shit don't make sense to me. But if you actually really put all this shit in perspective, then yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner died at the age of 14. A lot of you motherfuckers don't know that, right? And then it's just for the simple fact, okay, you holler anti-black, but you in the motherfucking industry. Now, whether that you was in the B class, let's just say that, let's just say for shits and giggles, like, okay, you was a solid B class person in the industry, right? Or you might have been B minus here, you might even been a C. But guess what? You were still getting that money though. See, you know, this is what really pisses me off about a lot of people that's in the industry, right? You were 14 at the time. So who actually like really put you in the industry in the first place? Because 9 times out of 10, you probably wasn't, well, we already know you wasn't old enough to actually really make no damn decision like that by yourself. Now, do I blame the parents to such a degree? I mean, I'm put like this. I'm not gonna walk down that path, but y'all already know how the crazy uncle think about certain things like that, right? So, but then again, I'm just looking at it like this, right? Don't holler shit, and then you end up doing it. I mean, but see, this is how these motherfuckers. This is how they get you, right? They'll say, hey, play that role. No, I don't want to. Okay, hey, play this role. Yeah, I'll do it, knowing that this role is the exact same role as that one over there. And you actually really thought that you did some good, right? You know, money is a motherfucker. Money will make you do fucked up things, right? So, hey, look, it is what it is. And I promise y'all, this is the last time that I'm actually like really going to talk about Theo Huxtable, aka Malcolm Jamal Warner. Now, let's actually really get back to Avery Spears. We all know about the so-called beef between him and Ice Cube, right? But I swear, sometimes a motherfucker can actually really make you stop and think about shit and say, well, you know what? Wait a minute. This motherfucker may be on to something, right? And it's just for the simple fact that let's actually really look at the name, his name, Aries Spears, or the Spear of the Aries, right? The warrior, the first of the zodiac, the warriors, if you will. People born under the zodiac sign of Aries, right? We are very blunt. We say what the fuck we feel on impulse. And it's actually really gonna, you know, be dealing with an Aries, right? Especially if you really don't know how to deal with us, right? Then yeah, you're gonna be stressed the fuck out and whatever. 9 times out of 10, we gonna see you walking out the door. Plain and simple. It's just how we operate, right? We see through a lot of bullshit. So, uh, so another case, Ice Cube got a movie out, War of the Worlds. I've been seeing it on the motherfucking shit, and so Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 0, and so Aries come back and said, "Oh, this just proves my point. He don't know how to act, right?" And then just for the record, right, the song that he was talking about, "Today Was a Good Day," I never liked that song before Avery Spears actually really came out and said it. And then I heard that shit today. I was like, damn, come on now. you know, and so again, Ice Cube, right? Dog, understand this. Everybody or motherfucker understanding. Because as far as you standing under something or understanding, guess what? You'll never get it. Right? So let's say overstand, right? So overstand, motherfucker, that everybody's not gonna like your shit. But you so focused on Avery Spears till it's motherfucking ridiculous, right? And so our mama was like, for me, right, it's almost like, okay, well, damn. What type of influence does Avery Spears really have? If any. Now, I know a lot of y'all sitting there, well, he ain't that damn funny. Well, apparently he struck a nerve some damn where. But this is what the fuck we as Aries, this is what the fuck we do. If you trash, this is what the fuck we gonna tell you. You trash. Just like Malcolm Jamal Warner or Theo Huxtable, motherfucker, you trash because you tried to get away with it and you couldn't. And then you went out there and your plan backfired. Plain and simple. This is all what the fuck this is, people. This is nothing more than a motherfucking game. And then like I said, you went out there. Apparently, you didn't plan that shit right. So hey, it is what it is. But hey, look, not to worry, not to worry, right? It's just like what I said earlier. This shit ain't over yet. It ain't. Not from a motherfucking long shot. I'm not here to say, I put like this. I'm not here to predict the goddamn future, right? But somebody is getting fucked with real tough. And so, like I said, I already told y'all who. I already told y'all who, right? But my thing is, for like, again, it's just like what I said, or what I always say, right? Really stop and think what the fuck it is that you talking about before you let that shit hit the airways, right? Because once you actually really put that shit out there, ain't no bringing it back. It's already out there for the world to both see and hear, right? Just like I said, motherfuckers been talking about rap music for years. before he even came on the scene. So just answer this for me. Why wait all of these goddamn years to knock off one person? Because they feel like, oh, okay, he know too damn much. No, it ain't for that's never the damn case. Because ain't a motherfucker here that know too much. You may know enough, but you can never know too much. So, with that being said, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door across the street around the corner, Paul's Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. I'ma holler at y'all.